Right to the air is Rodgers.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. It's caught inside the 25.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Even later into his career now, there aren't too many guys that can launch it downfield with accuracy better than Aaron Rodgers.
On first down, Rodgers.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll get about 5 here, so he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Shotgun now for Rodgers.
Slant route, he's got Dobbs. And the Packers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And defensively, these corners struggled last week. They're struggling again here early on the opening drive.
And you know that was not unnoticed on tape. So when they saw their struggle last week, guaranteed they went right into the game plan, attack them early, see if they're going to play any better, and if not, you keep the pressure on them until things change.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
2nd down and goal. Rodgers.
He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers.
A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Packers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Crosby with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line.
They run with a 4th-year man. This is Damian Harris.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Now Jones. Complete. Smith has it. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
Throwing, Jones. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. It's a gain of 34.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
Mac Jones
scoring on the sneak from a yard out.
And the Patriots respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Take it in at the 3. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
The Packers had 0-3 here to begin the campaign. And you hate to have to say it this early in the season, but getting close to must-win time, is it not?
And I totally understand why you expressed it that way because it's so early in the season, it feels like hyperbole. But I think you are spot on this one. Yes, there's still time to turn things around, but they've got to start to win right now if they have any hopes.
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit, both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Off the play fake, Jones. Being chased out left. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Henry. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. On 4th down, Jones forced out to his left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down, and the Packers D comes up with a big stop. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers.
That's complete to Dobbs.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Rodgers now to throw.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. Throwing on first down is Rodgers.
And complete once again to Watson. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Completed out left to Dobbs.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Now Rodgers. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers.
That's going to be caught downfield by Lazard.
Touchdown, Packers. Allen Lazard, 36 yards. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Extra point try now for Crosby. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Taken at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change them?
Pass to Henry is intercepted.
Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it.
And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He finds Watson. It's caught. And it's a Packers touchdown. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead is up to 15 now. touchdown. Here's Crosby to kick it away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Eric Stokes.
And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown.
That bumps us up to a 3-possession game here, and only in the second quarter, Charles. They're trying to put this game out of reach before we even hit the locker rooms for intermission.
What's even tougher is making up 3 possessions against a defense that can make impact plays like this. They don't have this game wrapped up quite yet, but 2 picks already, 1 to the house. I think it's fair to say they're headed in the right direction.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. From the 22, Jones. He gets it complete to Harris. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12.
It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Here's Jones on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Jones. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And he gets this to Thornton.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
Setting up the screen, Harris.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Jones throwing on 3rd and long. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
continued struggles here in the second quarter, and to me, you can pin a lot of them on an inability to convert third downs. Add that most recent incompletion to the list of examples.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And they get Jones for the third time in this ballgame. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down. Back to throw. Jones. Open man, the tight end, Henry. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll look to throw again. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Jacoby Myers in the final seconds of the first half. And the Patriots are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And he's going to give his guys great starting field position as he dives to the ground to get as much as he can. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they look up at the scoreboard, facing that deficit. A three-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no three-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit, as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jair Alexander. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
He's got the hookup with Dobbs. And some room to work. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 36 yards on the play. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there. Rodgers now on first down. That one caught downfield by Watson. Touchdown, Packers. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. And certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game. Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
To the right side, this is Stevenson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed. Unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
They'll try and throw for it here. Open man is Myers. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Boy, a real head scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. I certainly know that I, for one, would not like to be on the other end of a tackle when this guy's coming at you full speed from his strong safety spot. Boy, that was a nice play. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go again to Jones. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. This one swung out here to Jones. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the 1st. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played.
And my goodness, another interception. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the 2nd half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder. Because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
Running on 1st down is Jones, but he's not going to get much, maybe a couple, and it's 2nd down.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
2nd down, another shot for Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And they'll get to him short of the 1st down at about the 16. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. So on now for the Packers at their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. A 33-yarder from the left hash. The kick by Crosby is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the 1st half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Again, it's Harris on second down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
And this is Parker, complete.
And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46.
Eric Stokes in on the tackle.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Harris going to get it again on second down.
Oh, he's got a little daylight.
Fights through it, and he will step out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. 81 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
So now following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. When we call them run fits, everyone.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots.
Damian Harris, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Patriots get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Now Folk for the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And it's starting to look like that 3-game losing streak is going to be a thing of the past here. Coming up first and 10 in the fourth quarter.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll kick it away for the second time. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted ruins, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On second down, it's Stevenson. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
That one good for 13 and a New England first down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage.
And they'll run the toss here with Stevenson.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And now here's another interception. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Packers come up with a late turnover. But it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends.